Good morning. Well, I've been at it now for 3 hours. I finally got enough room to get all the bolts off the transmission, and I got down to taking the torque converter bolts off, and I thought, great, I only have 3 more bolts and I can pull this engine right off the transmission, leave the transmission in place, and everything will be glorious. And then these wretched little bolts, those have a 3/8 head on a transmission bolt, and you got about that much throw. You can't get a ratchet in there because you don't have any room. The firewall comes way up here. The only way I could get to these bolts was to drop the engine all the way down onto the freaking suspension and lower the transmission so I had enough room to, and look, it just rounded them off. Isn't that swell? Awesome. So after dinking around with those for a half an hour and getting totally frustrated, I quit. And I pulled the whole damn thing out. Now, I need to get this out of my garage. Okay, so I found out why I was having such a hard time, and all you XJ owners probably already know, but those top 2 bolts are freaking Torx, male Torx. I don't even own a set of Torx sockets. Just 2 bolts. Just 2 bolts. All the rest of them are SAE and metric. Well, they can't make them one or the other. They got to go 3 varieties. Chrysler. Freak's sakes. So to get that off, I had to grind it off because it was just dickered. Let me separate this damn tranny. It's getting really close. Success. Finally. What a pain in the ass that was. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna attempt to get this engine on a stand. Keep my fingers crossed, and we'll come back when it's on an engine stand. We'll start to investigate what went wrong with this thing. Then we'll discuss what my options are. But right now I need coffee. Badly. Alrighty. Well, I'm sure glad I bought that air conditioner years ago. What is it now? It's here in the garage. 81 degrees. When I came out here this morning, it was about 70 degrees outside at 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock when I came out here this morning. And the garage was 91. I found the offending issue. Let's dive into the freaking oil pan here, shall we? Well, that's a piston skirt. That's a piston skirt right there. Broken piston. There's you know, there's no glitter in the freaking oil. I mean, it's dirty, but there's no glitter in it. And huh. All right. Got the pistons out. That's number 5. Don't you hate it when you set something down just like a second ago? It just disappears. Flashlight. Alright, so this engine, ever since I bought it, tick, 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 you know, like it sounded like piston slap ever since I bought the thing. So this piston was probably already had like this piece broken off of it. I didn't find any more pieces than the ones I have over there. It's just number 5. And then I haven't even looked at the head yet. But there's a number 5 cylinder. You still see the crosshatch in it. There's no ridge at all. It's glazed. I haven't thrown a micrometer in this yet, but I'll do that tomorrow. It's starting to get warm. Might have dodged a bullet. Usually when these things happen, and this is typically, at least from what I've gathered over the last couple of years owning an XJ, is that this is typical for a high mileage XJ or any high mileage Jeep that has a 4-liter in it, is that they start to get a little piston slap, and then all of a sudden the piston breaks and it gets stuck in the bore, and then the rod bends, and then it gets shoved out the side someplace, and then you're dickered. Looking at the bearings here, and it don't look terrible. There's some grooves in there, but they're not really deep enough to catch my thumbnail on it or my fingernail. Well, that one is. But I'll have to look at the crank and see how that goes. But the upper ones are completely washed out. I mean, it's like through both layers of Babbitt material into the copper. So if I was going to reuse these pistons, just get a new piston. Of course, that's going to depend on the measurement on the bore and how out around it might be. But if it's still within spec, I might be able to get away with just replacing one piston. That's probably not optimal, but I ain't got the money for this. I got other projects I need to invest money into, and if I can get away with repairing this one for a few $100s and getting it back on the road and making this motor last for another year, then it buys me some time. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate the interaction between yourself and me. I appreciate the comments. I don't always respond to all of them, but I read all of them. I appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. It means a lot to me. If you like this video, hammer away at that like button, and if you dislike this video, then I suppose you just hit the down button 2 or 3 times, whatever floats your boat. If you like this video, share it with your vast social media network. It helps the channel. There's some affiliate links down in the description. If you may be interested in buying something on Amazon, I'd appreciate it if you went through one of those links in the description. You don't have to buy that item down there. Just click on that item. You're going to go to, I don't know, maybe you're going to go buy some new underpants or something from Amazon. Just go ahead and click on the GoPro link and then go look at your underpants and buy your underpants, and I'll get a commission off your underpants. That's awesome, isn't it? Anyway, that's a way that you could help fund tomfoolery like this. If you can't afford to do that, that's okay too. We're probably related. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please consider doing that. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the little bell icon right next to it so that you'll be notified the next derelict vehicle video. I'm sweating my can off here. I'm gonna go back inside where it's comfortable, 78 degrees. So until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, and have a splendid day. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. But first, I'm gonna stand here for a couple minutes. All pieces present and accounted for.